Hello, hello, my beautiful sacred masculines. Welcome to our weekly tarot and oracle card reading to support our spiritual growth and our sacred sexuality journey. I'm so thrilled that you're here with me. Again, I love it. And if you're new to me and to this channel, welcome. I'm so grateful that you're here. The purpose of this channel and these videos is to support us in our spiritual growth and really around sacred sexuality and supporting us to come into stronger union first within ourselves, healthy harmony and balance of the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine energies within ourselves. And then how do we bring that out into the world and connect with another in a real healthy, empowered, loving, strong connection from a place of wholeness, and love. And that's a journey, right? It's not just, we can say that, but it's a process, and that is the spiritual path, and that is it is unlearning a lot of the limitations and the conditioning, the belief systems that we've taken on over our lives and growing up in this society in a really religion dominated society. That's not exactly the terminology I was looking for, but that have really kind of shunned and shamed the body. There's original sin. There's a lot of this desire to transcend the body and leave the body and get to this place that's heaven, that's out there, when actually what I believe and feel and trust is that heaven is right here when we come into that wholeness and we come into that balanced place and we recognize the beauty of our bodies and being here in this gorgeous planet and in nature and connected with each other. The heaven is right here. There's no need to transcend and go elsewhere. If we're constantly trying to do that, we're never going to be fulfilled and happy and healthy in this incarnation, in this body, in this experience, in this lifetime. So that's what I'm all about, is helping us to find that balance and wholeness right now, heaven on earth, because it's gorgeous and amazing when we can move through all that unhealthy crap that we're carrying around, and that's the journey. So something was just sparked there as I was speaking, but I seem to have lost it. We're still in Pisces season for those of you that follow the astrology, and it's kind of just it's a watery, flowy, intuitive sign, and it's a little bit more elusive, and thoughts aren't as concrete as they normally are. Communication is a little more emotional, and it's just a flowy energy. So that's kind of where I'm at, just a little more flowy, and things don't like the thoughts don't have quite the same structure and form as sometimes they do. So Pisces is also the sign of endings. It's the last sign of the zodiac. So we are with a lot of planets in this sign. They've gone around the zodiac. They've gone on their journey, and now they're ready to end that journey and start on a new one when they move into Aries. So it's a season of endings and completion, and I wanted to bring that into the reading today. Like, what are you seeing that's ready to fall away and that you're ready to be done with, that is just no longer serving you? Lesson learned, wisdom gained, got the t-shirt, done with it, and now it's time to move on. So where can we honor that for ourselves, honor the journey, and just be in gratitude and recognize it, and let some things go, some things that just aren't serving you any longer. What's ready to go, and maybe those are like outdated ways of relating, outdated ways of thinking of your sexuality and your sexual energy, just in a really limited, a constricted way. Maybe you're ready to open that up quite a bit more, and that's why you're here. So there's a reason you found yourself here, and why that terminology, sacred sexuality, is speaking to you. So maybe you're ready to let go of some old thought patterns, belief systems, ways of relating to your sexuality that served a purpose, wisdom gained again, and now it's time to move on into something more expansive and into your heart more. Bring that energy into your heart more and align it, the body, mind, and spirit, bring it all together for a much more expansive experience. People tend to be with their sexual energy, they can either be really mental about it or just really in their body about it, and not bringing all the three together, mind, body, spirit. And that's when that unity and that really the bigger expansion and the bigger experience of our sexual sensual energy occurs, when we can bring all of ourselves to the experience, you know, honor all parts of ourselves. We really tend to compartmentalize or ignore or you know, play favor, is that favor some parts of ourselves, you know. And again, it's bringing it all together. And for me, I have found that having that spiritual focus and bringing this spiritual element into the body, into our sexual energy, that really expands and open things up, and it just completely changes the experience. For too long, the two have been separate. We've got sexuality over here, and that does not mix with the spiritual aspect of ourselves, or religious. It was a lot, and I don't think of religion and spirituality as the same thing at all, but I know there's confusion there. But it certainly we certainly didn't mix sex with religion, you know. That was very no. And we need to bring all of our parts together, and this is why the issues and why we are so disconnected from ourselves and disconnected from our sexuality, or we shun and shame it, or we feel guilt around it, because we have compartmentalized, when really it's all this beautiful transpiring of our humanity and our gorgeous expression in these human bodies. They are sacred, and we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. You may have heard that before, and I just love it. You know, we are here in these bodies to enjoy them and have fun. It's not a punishment. It's not torture. It's not something to escape or transcend. We're here to enjoy these bodies and have fun in them and experience and play. They allow us to do so many things. So let's come into them. Let's own that. Let's enjoy it. And let's clear out all those weird belief systems and conditioning that we've picked up along the way in a time that must have served us for some reason. I trust that everything happens for a reason. So that was definitely part of our evolution and part of our experience. And now it's time to move out of that, you know, move into a more, again, holistic way of being with our sexual energy and with a partner, you know. So again, we were coming back around. I was talking about endings, you know. Maybe you're ready to end some of those older ways of connecting with your sexual and sensual energy, and that's why you're here. So I'm so thrilled that you are. So let's go to the cards. We will see if there's any support for letting those endings, letting those things go that aren't serving us anymore, and that served their purpose. You know, there's reason for everything. The lessons we learn there's no shaming those. They are part of our path and part of what moves us on to the next thing. They're part of our growth and our evolution. No need to ever poo-poo our past. You know, we chose this experience. We chose to come in and have these experiences. So let's honor them and recognize them. And yeah, but it doesn't mean we stay stuck in them forever. You know, some of these things, like, okay, they serve their purpose, and now let's move on to a new experience and new energies. So let's go to the cards to see how maybe any sort of wisdom comes through to support us in that process. And letting go, honoring the energies. And this is why we connect with astrology, because these energies support the process. When we work with the energies and recognize them and go, oh, okay, this is an energy of completion right now. How do I utilize that best to support me in my spiritual growth and my process? You know, how do I utilize this to support me in my sacred sexuality journey? What is ready to go? Let's take advantage of that energy and let it move on out. Because right now, you know, in Aries season, the next one is more about beginnings. So we're not trying to end things in there. I mean, we can do that, of course, but it's just, again, it's working with the energy. What is most supportive of us? It's like swimming against the tide. You know, you want to go with the flow. You want to flow with it, you know, for ease and grace. This is the season of endings. Let's play with that energy and see what's ready to go. Then we'll move into Aries, which is the season of beginnings. What intentions will we have there, you know? And that's how we play with the astrology and utilize the energies to support us so beautifully. So let's do our sage. We always sage our area. Setting intention. Cleansing the space. Thank you, fire spirits. And thank you, gorgeous sage spirits. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous energies and frequencies. Thank you, beautiful sage. Such a cleansing, clearing, purifying plant. Thank you, beautiful energies. Woo-wee. tea. Yum. So good. Now we'll take a moment to, I'm gonna welcome in all of our spirit guides and helpers. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, Father Sun. Thank you, angels, archangels. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, spirit guides and helpers. Thank you, animal spirits, plant spirits, crystal spirits. Thank you to all of the lovely frequencies and beings that support our spiritual growth and evolution. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for the wisdom, and thank you, beautiful cards. Okay, let us see. Thank you. Just setting the intention, any words of wisdom to support us on our process. So, that was a little too many there. Interesting. I think I'm going to leave it with 3, and we'll see what's on the bottom of the deck. Interesting. All right. Woohoo. That one wanted to come in as well. Okay. Okay. Wow. All right. This just got a little bit bigger, but that's gorgeous because all of these cards want to come out right now. Okay. That's just perfect. All right. Okay. So, opening to the messages and wisdoms that want to come through. We have the 2 of Pentacles, and see how he's on one foot. He's balancing, and he's got these 2 pentacles. And the pentacles is the energy of, it's the earth energy. It's earth element. It's our material experience. It's resources. It's our 3D world. It's our tangible, physical experience. And for me, this is about, there's balance. And in the background, if you can see, there's that water where the ships are like, woo, and they're just kind of like bobbing along, doing it, sailing the sea. So there's the water element in the background, which is our emotions, our intuition. That's the sacred feminine. The earth element is also the sacred feminine. So how do we balance? This is talking about balance. So, and given the context with the Pisces element that we were just talking about with releasings and endings, balancing. How would I read this card in this? I feel like balancing the old and the new, kind of, and what's ready to go and what's ready to come in. And I know we're not in Aries season yet with the coming in, but there's a lot of energies right now that are going on. There's a lot that's ready to go and to shift and to release. How do we balance all of our world, the emotions that are coming up, the mental experience, the changes in our physical environment? How are we balancing all that is arising? And that's just a really interesting card for right now, because he is doing it. He is balancing. So there is a balance that's happening, even as we're dealing with a lot of new experiences and new energies. We're coming into balance, I think, with all the turbulent energies and navigating it. We're getting better at balancing and navigating. That's how I'm going to read that card. And then we move into the Page of Pentacles, which is, again, there's that earth energy. But this is fresh and this is new. This is a fresh new way, given that it's our body, the energy, or the earth is our body, the earth element. So fresh way of connecting with our bodies and bringing balance, bringing balance in with our emotions and our body, looking at that with the physical again. So a balance of finding greater balance within, the body, mind, spirit, what we were just talking about. So maybe that's what that balance card could mean a little bit more. Better balance with our spirituality, our body, our sacred sexuality. And yeah, the fresh new ideas, the pages are fresh energies, and he's ready to go. So I'm really seeing that as a new way of relating to our sexuality, to our bodies, to given the context of what this reading is about and what we just set the intention for. And then look at this. This is the Two of Cups. That's the, it's not, it's the Lovers card, basically. This isn't the Lovers, but look, obviously they're giving and they're sharing and they're receiving. They're connected. It's this divine union and a give and take and a receiving. And that's what happens as we're moving through. And these are, the cups is the emotions. So, coming in with this Two of Pentacles, there's balance, balancing our emotions again, and the giving and the receiving. And they're just coming from, there's, we've got angel wings up there and the serpent. I mean, it's a new way of relating to each other from a more balanced place. When we find that balance and we start connecting with our bodies and our sexuality in a new way, finding greater balance, giving and taking, union, receiving. It's beautiful. This is the Five of Swords, and look at, there's like a battle zone there, and just like, oh my gosh, we've been through it, right? We've been through it. A lot of these energies have been heavy and just like, wow. And dude's kind of like, whoa. Some people are walking away. They're done with the battle. This guy's like still got his swords, but it's just like, some people are just over it, like let's be done with this heavy shit. This is 5 is the number of transformation. So done with the mental, the air. The swords is the air card, so or it's the mind. It's air, but it's the mind. It's a lot of mental activity. So where are we done with all those limiting belief systems that are keeping us kind of stuck and like in this battle within ourselves, And then we've got this guy who's just like, this is the Nine of Wands, and he's just been through it as well, but he's a lot of lessons learned. All of these wands he's got here, the fire wands is fire, and that's, I think, of a spiritual transformation. And he's been through it. He's learned a lot of lessons, and he's like, yeah, but I survived it. I've gotten through, and 9, we're almost at the end. It's a number, it's very close to the completion, which is 10. So, just like hold steady. We're there, did a lot of work, and now it's time for some new energies. And this is all, this card, like this guy has been putting in the work, same similar thing, but this is the Pentacles. But it's about patience. I've been doing the work. Now we just kind of have some patience around what's transpiring. Again, it's these endings. So we've done the work. We've put in a lot of work. We're ready for some new energy. And when we move through, like, whoo, it's the sun. It's celebration. It's support. It's magic. It's happiness. It's joy. I mean, there's just so much. And the sun is a sacred masculine. There's just so much beauty in this card and spiritual celebration. And like talk about endings, you made it through. Congratulations. Like, whoa, this journey, let's recognize how far we've come. And this is the Six of Swords, and they're being taken across the river. It's like onto new vistas, onto new adventures, and and they're being led away. And that's just, a reader I watch, he talks about, the divine, like taking us on to the next thing. We're being guided, we're being supported, we're being led, it's beautiful. So when we can allow and release, this is also like, there's a lot of water there. Pisces is water. So coming into balance, recognizing where we need to be in balance. We've got two twos here. So there's connection, there's balance between the masculine and the feminine energies. Where do we need to balance that within ourselves? Fresh energy is recognizing the need for a new way forward, really. And the beauty and joy and love that's going to come from that when we embark on this journey and release a lot of the old stuff and step strong into this new, recognizing that we did gain a lot of wisdom and mastery over the lessons learned and whatever we were moving through. There's a lot a lot of growth that happened, a lot of spiritual growth. We've all been doing this. If you're here watching this, and again, if you're drawn to sacred sexuality, you've been doing some work. You're understanding and recognizing that some things just aren't working anymore, and you're ready to make a transition. You're ready, or you have been making the transition, and you're ready for more, you know. So you recognize that. I think this is, again, as there's endings with this Pisces, this is important here to recognize, like, yeah, we are in a phase of completion, and there's been a lot of wisdom gained. And yeah, some of it was hard won for sure, and some of that we don't ever want to repeat again. And it's just like, oh my gosh, we're weary, we're tired, we're like, wow, that was intense. And some of those are those lessons are very painful. The ways that we've been used to relating with each other have been really, really painful. And but as we move into, you know, it's time for just like, let's sit back, have a little patience. New energies are coming in, and we just allow the release right now. It's not a time to force anything. It's not a time to like dive into a bunch of new beginnings at this moment. Like, let's wait a few weeks until we move into, it won't even be all that long, into Aries season, and then new beginnings. But again, honor how far you've come, and celebrate your victories, and celebrate, like, wow, I learned a lot. It's been rough for sure, you know, like, woo, but and the divine has totally got our back, just totally taken us forward, and we got this. We totally got this. Yeah, I see. This is just a really lovely reading. But yeah, where are you recognizing right now as we're having this discussion, like, what isn't serving you, and where are you ready to honor that and let go of some old things, you know? I have a new oracle deck for us. This is called Woohoo! The Journey of Love. I think that's just really beautiful. This is one of my favorite oracle card creators, Alana Fairchild. So we're gonna draw one card and see how that supports us on our journey. I think this is just so beautiful, given the sacred sexuality context that we're discussing here, that there is so much possibility. There are so many new ways to connect with each other, and there's so much expansion, and this is beautiful, and they're coming together as equals and balanced and in harmony, giving and receiving on both ends. Each is giving and each is receiving. It's a beautiful reciprocal energy, and this is the promise. This is the promise, you know, as we move into these fresh energies. Yes, we're releasing right now, of course, but this is also kind of, it's being offered up, you know. This is being offered up, a new experience of our bodies, of our sexuality, of union. This is what's on offer if we're ready to let go of the old, which sometimes that can be hard. We can get really stuck in those old ways of being, but maybe that's the challenge. Maybe that's a challenge. Like, let it go. Let go of some of that old shit, you know, where, you know, whatever's coming up for you right now, as I say that, that's it. It's we don't have to overthink it. Your intuition will just, like, let you know, like, yeah, there's that one thing that I keep doing that maybe I need to stop. Maybe I need to stop, you know, because fuck, I'm just like over it, right? Where can we step into a new way? So, and find that balance, because the balance is possible. And yes, it's a little bit of a juggling act for sure, you know, and it can be a little discombobulating, absolutely, but it is possible. And again, here is what's possible. So let's move towards that, and let's just open to it, you know. It's here. This is our potential. It's here. The energies are here. If you're watching this, you know that it's here. All right, thank you, beautiful cards. Any support for our journey here? Well, how interesting. Really ties into what we were just talking about. This is it says distant shores, and given that this is Pisces and being led across to distant shores, that's beautiful. And the 18, when you put that together, it's in numerology, it's a 9, which is again that number of completion and endings. Beautiful. Let's see what this card has to say for us. 18, distant shores. Your soul is yearning for more. Is yearning for that. The divine is all, and there are no limits to what can be experienced by the soul. The soul is so hungry for divine reunion that it will seek out whatever is needed to get there, even if that means journeying to strange or exotic shores for expanded experience, you know? Whew, there we go, it's getting dark. You may be feeling this soul impulse as an urge to travel, to try something new. That's just exactly what we were saying this card is. It's new, fresh energies. It's embark on some new ways of being here, new ways of doing this all. I love it. And that could be why you're here too. You're ready for something new. You're ready for a new experience of your body, of your sexual energy, of connecting with the divine, of connecting with the other, you know, with a partner, with the beloved. To let go of the limitations of your mind and how you see your current life. Oh my gosh, that's exactly all that we're talking about here. This is a beautiful card. I love it. Whew. The limitations of your mind and how you see your current life, and to begin to see the new in what was once familiar. The art of the passionate soul is to be able to see that which is new and fresh, even in what is known. Though sometimes we can use the help of a fresh vista to inspire the mind to open and the heart to be ready to receive more. It's time for you to reach for the distant shores that are calling to you now, beloved. I love that word so much. Don't pack your bags with too much, though. You'll travel light and easy with less baggage, and you'll need plenty of space to receive that which is new. I'm getting ready to head to Europe shortly, and I'm just like, I want to leave space in my suitcase, not pack it full. I want to open to the new things that I'm going to connect with over there. This oracle brings you a message. You will benefit greatly from travel right now. Perfect. You may travel through the mind, reading journals of faraway lands or times, or watch a film that transports you. Moving your body to a different place is another way, bringing fresh energy by unplugging you for a short time from what you know, to plug you into a different circuit so that you may receive different energy. Absolutely. Yes, that's really what this page is all about. Again, that fresh energy, new experiences, something new to spark you, to ignite your passions, to light you up, to inspire you, you know? Yeah. Whew. So when the opportunity to travel arises for you soon, whether it be a jaunt far away or a day in a different place, take it. Yes, yes, yes. Always mixing it up. Don't worry if it doesn't seem practical. The divine is so much more important, intelligent, and capable of genius than what mere logic would have us believe. Gorgeous. And now there's a little poem that I'm going to read too. I waited for dawn, not wanting to go, but knowing I soon would have to leave. I waited for the first light, listening, joining with you on each breath and each exhale. I watched as morning came and you gently stirred, knowing our love was not measured in time, not the minutes that quickly passed or the hours as departure approached. How I wanted to linger, how I wanted to tell you that this moment would last forever and whisper one more time, I love you. And then you held me and said it first, and goodbye no longer mattered. Wow. That's really beautiful. That's lovely. And what an interesting thing is we're saying goodbye to some old energies and to some old patterns and belief systems. Goodbye no longer mattered. Well, that's just gorgeous. So, whew, nice. So I'm curious what that brought up for you. What is lingering, as the poem said? What's lingering in your mind, in your body, in your spirit that feels like it's ready to go, you know? That's just over and done with. Where are you ready to release? I welcome you, invite you to take some time over the next week. You know, these are kind of like weekly contemplations what comes up for you given all that we've just talked about, what's ready to be released. Look at that and be open for it. And you can set the intention for your higher self, your spirit guides, your angels, whoever you connect with, source, God, the divine, to help that bring that to your attention. Where am I ready to release that which no longer serves me in my highest good? Can be simple as that. And ask for guidance, ask for wisdom, and maybe you know exactly what you're ready to release, and in that case you can ask, how can I best release this? How can I best let this flow out? Whatever speaks to you. But this is a beautiful time right now, again, with that Pisces energy, for contemplation, for completion, for release. You can light a candle, take a shower, get into water, and just feel that water moving over you, and allow that to release and cleanse and clear away and wash away anything that's ready to go, anything that's not serving. Just like set that intention and stand under the water, get into the ocean, get into the river, get into whatever. I know it's a little cold right now, maybe. I don't know where you're at, but again, it's just about intention. Release, release, release. And soon we'll be talking about where do we want to set intention to bring in new, But again, in the context of this with the sacred sexuality, what habits and patterns around your sexuality and around connecting with another, sharing sexual energy with another, what are you ready to release, and what isn't serving you? What are those old belief systems you've picked up along the way that are not serving you, and that aren't any kind of guilt or shame around your sexual energy, or what you're attracted to, what you desire, how your energy shows up, what, recognizing that isn't the energy you want to align with. That's not the feeling. We don't want to be in guilt and shame around our sexual energy. We want to be in joy and celebration and honoring it, and like alive in our passion, and just like, wow, marinating and savoring that beautiful energy that is just a natural part of being human. There's nothing to be shameful about, That's stuff we've picked up. So, is there anything like that you're recognizing that you're ready to move out of, or just ready to open up your sensual energy more, And again, feel free to go back to my other videos that are talking a lot about, sacred sexuality, and maybe you can see where, what that sparks for you, and again, what you're ready to release. So I'll leave it at that. I think we know our mission for the week now. So thank you so much for being here. I honor our connection. I honor your presence and your energy. Thank you to all of our spirit guides and helpers, and beautiful Earth, Mother Earth, and the Sun, the sacred feminine, sacred masculine energies. Thank you to our sacred sexuality, the beautiful energy, our sensual energy. Thank you to these amazing bodies for this gorgeous experience. Thank you to our beautiful cards. Thank you to the Sage Spirit. I'm just so, so honored to be here and connecting with you, and thrilled to be on this journey with you, and supporting our awakening and our expansion together as we rise up and thrive in these new energies that are flooding the planet. It's a gorgeous time to be alive, and I'm just so dedicated and devoted to a deeper connection and a deeper experience, expanded experience of our sexual energy and union, and having fun with each other and playing, enjoying all of this. So if you're interested in moving into this further and connecting further, please check out my website. I offer a number of one-on-one sessions, energy healing sessions, sacred sexuality sessions. I offer a program that's coming up in June that will be starting another cohort to really dive into all of this, and a pilgrimage to India in November that's really going to open up our sacred sexuality and connection and union with the divine within ourselves and with each other. It's going to be really stunning and exquisite and gorgeous, and deep dive into this transformation. So and really shifting how we relate to our sexual energy and ourselves. It's a powerful spiritual path, and all about transformation. And really connecting us with a new way to experience our spirituality, because we've been kind of locked into some old belief systems again around our spirituality. And so we're just going to open that up more. And again, how that intertwines with our sexual energy, because it's sacred. Our sexual energy is gorgeous and amazing. And so I'm just like, yeah, so passionate about it around us, like really coming into our power with this. So check out my website for so much more information. Actually, links below for the program, for my website, for the pilgrimage, all the things. And yeah, feel free to explore my videos here and follow me on Instagram. I'm so grateful for your presence. Thank you, everybody, with so much love. Bye.